This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Very good evening. So, in our last class, we have discussed about a few practice, problems I've give you, how to do with the average, if condition, how to use during a salary process, how we will be doing, and mark sheet and all, how to use that. This is what I've explained. If anybody is having a doubt, you can ask me. I'll rectify that, and we'll move forward. If you be quiet, then I'll consider as no doubts and keep moving. Okay, then if no one has a doubt, then I'll keep continuing it. See, so other than the sum, minimum, maximum, if conditions and all, we have so many conditions. Logical condition I have to explain you, and some of the mathematical calculation also. The first condition which we are going to start with today is ceilings. This ceiling is actually used for mathematical calculation, a kind of division. When you're doing a division and all, you'll be using this. So what this ceiling will give you is, say I'm having some, I have to divide some numbers. Say example 12 divided by 2. If I give, my remainder value will be 0. The same thing, if I'm dividing 13 by 2, 13 by 2, what will be the answer? The answer will be different. So now see, so as a ceiling, so I'm having 13 I'm having a small digit. First we will see, and this 13 I want to divide it by 2. Excuse me. So this 13 and 2. So usually when we divide some numbers, what we will be doing is we'll borrow one number from the other side, and then we will do it. Some reminders, numbers, and all we will be getting. So what I want to do here is, since it is a 13 is not divisible by 2, actually it is I can divide 12, or I can do divide 14 by 2. So this ceiling will give me, if this 13 is not divisible by 2, the ceiling will say me the next divisible number. Okay, it will show you the next divisible number. So let's see that. So I'll go to this equals to 13, this 13. So before we have to give a formula, equals to ceiling. I'm going for the ceiling. I'll open a bracket. So the numbers. What is the number I want to do? It is a 13, comma. Significance. What I have to divide with 2. I'll close a bracket. Enter. So the next divisible after 13 is 14. So 14 I can divide by 2. So this will give you a next divisible number. Okay. Ceiling will give you a next divisible number. Okay. So this is 13. 13, I just tried to divide with the 2. Since 13 is not a divisible number of 2, so I tried with the formula by using a ceiling, equals to ceiling. That is ceiling. When I do this, it will be asking you a number. Say example. Now let's give something as I'll give it as 17. 17. I want to divide the 17 by 4. 17 I want to divide it by 4. So we will try this. Equals to ceiling. Ceiling. Okay. So rounds a number up to the to the nearest multiples of significance, to the nearest multiples of significance. To this it will be going. So let me press a tab to open a bracket, number. So it is 17. Then I'll give a comma. Then what I'm having is significance. What is the through which I'm going to divide it with? So it is 4. 17 by 4. So 17 is not a divisible number. I'll close a bracket now. Let me close a bracket and press enter. So next divisible number is 20. To find out the next divisible number. Okay, to find out the next divisible number, we will be using this. So you can try with any numbers. Say example, we will try with the highest number also now. Say example, I have a 300. Okay, 300 I'm having. I want to divide this with 9 also we will take, or I'll take it as 12. So equals to, I think this, I'll change this to 14. 14 is also okay. 14 I'll do. Equals to ceiling. I'll open a bracket, select the number, comma, significance, close the bracket and enter. So the next nearest divisible number is 308. So like this, you can keep searching if any number, if you don't get how to divide it with, or if you divide also, it is no problem. Suppose say if I'm giving this 13 by 2, if I do, I'll get this point wise. If I don't want this point wise, I want to find out the nearest, the next divisible number. In that case, I'll be using this. Okay, now we'll try the same thing with the other format. Okay, we will try with the other format, which is called as floor. Okay, the same thing I'll do here. So I'll give here as floor. The next formula which we are going to see is floor. So what this floor is going to do, the same thing I'm doing, 13, and the divisible number is 2. So let me try this. Equals to floor, I'll open a bracket, 13, the number 13, comma, and the significance I'll give, and we'll close the bracket. And now why I'm getting this 12? So this will give you a previous divisible number. Okay, this will give you a previous divisible number. Okay, and then let me do with the next one. We'll try this also. 17. I'm going to divide it with the 4. So let's see the previous number, what it is going to show. Equals to floor. I'll open a bracket. Sorry, this is floor. I'll open a bracket. Number, comma. So number is 17, comma. Significance, I have to divide it with the 4. I'll close the bracket. Enter. 16. So 17. So the same thing. We will try with this also. 300. We are going to divide it with the 14. So let's see with the flow condition, what is the previous number that's going to appear before this 300. So equals to floor, open a bracket, and the number which I'm going to divide is 300, comma. How I'm going to divide it through? It is through the 14. So I'll close the bracket, enter. So it is 294 is the previous number. 294 is the previous number. So like this, we can do this. Okay. So ceiling is the one which is used to find out the nearest or the next nearest divisible value, and floor is used to find out the previous, just a previous one step, a previous divisible number. Okay, so the next one we will try with the mode. Okay, we'll try with the mode. So what this mode is going to give me, I'll try this itself. Okay, we'll try with the same thing. I'll just copy this and I'll give it over here. Okay, now what this mode is going to do with for me, equals to Mode. I'll open a bracket. So this is the number. Okay, this is the number. The divisor through which I'm going to divide is through the 2. So I'll close the bracket, enter. What I'm getting this is a reminder value. If I divide it, what is the reminder value I'll be getting? Mode will display you a reminder value. So I'm getting a reminder value here. And the next one, let's see this also, equals to mode. I'll open the bracket, 17. That is my number through which I'm going to divide it with is 4. Divisor is 4. Let me close the bracket and press enter. So it is 1. 16 is divisible, so because of that. So let me change here as 18. Now see, the value is changing. I'll change here as 15. It is common. It is usually 1 only. So if I give here exact 12, the answer is 0, like this. So 300. So we will see here equals to mode. I'll open a bracket. I'll go for this. So my number is 300. The divisor which I'm going to use is 14. I'll close the bracket, then enter. So the remainder value is 6. So mode is a function that is used for finding a remainder value. Mode is a function that is used for finding a remainder value. So let me give a border for this. I'll use a swatches, alt, this highlight, it is highlighting a keys. So I'll go for a home edge, then border. So for border it is B, and I want all borders, for all borders it is A. So I'm using this. The same way you can try with the others also. So let me go for the next one. Okay, so the next one we will use something which is okay. So we'll use something for a rounding of a method. We'll use something round off method. So before rounding off some this thing, so what I will do is, let me give some number 1, 2, 3.85479, some random numbers I'm giving. Okay, so 0.953641 something I'm giving, 12.62436.74, this something number I'm giving, 1 point some number I'm giving. So now the next condition what I'm going to use here is trunk. Okay, the condition what I'm going to use here is called as trunk. So how to use this? How to use this condition? So what is this condition is used for? It is a method. We have two methods of rounding off. So I'm having a number of decimal places here. So many decimal places are given. So based on this decimal places, we will be using this trunk. So equals to, I'll just give it as trunk, open a bracket. So see here, you can read this. Truncates a number to an integer by removing the decimal or the fractions parts of number. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. Trunk, I'll open a bracket. Number, where is my number I'm having? This is my number, comma. Number of digits that you want after the decimal points. So I want 4 places. I'll close the bracket, enter. So see, so it is not getting round off. After 7 there is a 9, so the 9 is the highest one. It is not getting rounded off. I asked 4 decimal places, so based on 4 decimal places it is showing me. Let me give the same thing here. I'll use as trunk, open a bracket, select this number, comma, how many decimal place you want. So I'll give here as 3. Instead of 4, I'm giving as 3. I'll close the bracket, enter. See, after 3, the next number is 6, which is higher than 5. So it has to get rounded off to the previous number, right? Even that is not happening. So let me give here also. So equals to trunk. So the number is this one, comma, how many decimal places I would like to give? is 1 place. Let me close the bracket, enter. So
Ma'am,
how,
whatever you're typing is not visible, ma'am.
let me zoom this then. How about now, dear?
No, ma'am.
Is it, can you see now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible, ma'am. Now it's visible.
So let me do this. Okay, I'll do once again. So see, it is a trunk. Trunk is used to give a number of decimal places. Equals to trunk. I'll open a bracket. Numbers. Where is my numbers? This is my number. I'll give comma. So after this, how many number of decimal places I want? I want 4 places. I'll close the bracket. Enter. Now see, this is 8547. 8547. After 7, the next number is 9, which is higher than the 5. So this 9 has to get rounded off to the previous number. That is not happening. When you're using this trunk, it will not get rounded off. Exact the number of decimal places, how much ever you're asking, that many places only it will be showing. The same thing I'm doing here also. Equals to trunk. I'll open a bracket. So this is my number, comma. I need 3 places. I'll close the bracket, enter. Now see, after 3, the 6 is also higher than the 5. It is not getting selected. Now let me give here also equals to trunk. I'll open a bracket. This is the number, comma. How many decimal places I want? I just need 1 place. That's enough. So like this. So as much as decimal places you would like to give, that many places you can keep on asking. So this is how you will be doing it. So in case if you want 2 places, if you want 10 places, 5 places, you can keep giving. So trunk will display you as much as the number of decimal places you will be asking. The number of decimal places, as much as you will ask, that many decimal places only it will show. It will not get rounded up. In case if you want the round off, what you have to do is, we will use a formula called round. Round. R-O-U-N-D. Let me make it round. So now same thing I'll be using here. The same numbers equals to round. Round. I'll select this. This is the number, comma. Number of digits, the same 4 I'll give now. I'll close the bracket, enter. So now see, 4 I have given. So the fourth number is 7, right? Fourth number is 7, which is higher than the 5. So now it is showing me like this. It is getting rounded up with the next number. So see, can you see this? 7 is getting rounded up with this 8. 7 is becoming 8. Why? Because the next number of 7 is 9, which is higher than the 5. Now let me give here equals to round. I'll open a bracket. Let me select the number where I'm having. So I want to round it this up with the 3 digits. So I'll close the bracket, enter. So after this third number 953.953, the next number is 6, which is higher than the 5. So it is getting rounded up to 4. If it is less than 5, it won't get rounded up. If it is more than 5, it will get rounded up. Okay. So equals to round, and then let me select this number. A number of decimal places I need is 1. So after the 6, the number is 2, which is less than 5. So it is not getting rounded up. Okay. So like this, you can keep doing this. So round off, you have 2 methods. Okay. That is trunk and round. So the same thing you also have, say, like round upward, round downwards. That is adding plus, adding minus, like -1, like that. So let me show you one for that. I'll do here equals to round up. I'll select this. So this is my number, comma. Number of digits I want is 4. I'll close it, enter. So what this will do is, when I'm selecting the round up, this will not consider whether the next number is less than 5 or not. It will always round it up. So equals to round up. This is my number, comma. So the next number is the how many digits I want is 1. I'll close the bracket, enter. See? So the next number is 2, which is less than 5, so it will not consider that. It will round upwards only, plus 1. Round downward means minus 1 it will be doing. So anything you can try. So same thing, I'll just give here as round up and round down. So we'll try this 1 digit equals to round down. Now see, 4 7 only, 4 7, 9 is not getting considered, it is not getting added up. So this is how we will be using for a rounding off. Any doubt till here? Anybody is having a doubt in this? You can ask me if you have any doubts in this. No doubts then. So do you remember the if condition, how we have done? So now let's use some other condition other than the if condition, that is logical. So I'll just go with here. So now the condition which I'm going to use here is if, okay, if the condition what I'm going to use here is and I'm going to use a condition called and. So what is this condition is used for? Okay, so this condition, this and condition is used for comparing. I want this and that answer. I want this and that. The logical reason. I'm giving two reasons. I want this also, I want that also. I want to find out whether the student is pass also. I want to see whether he is fail also. Both I want to see. So in that case, how I'll be using this formula. So say I'm having a name of the products. I'm having a name of the products. The number of stock that is left with me. That is the number of stock that is stock in my hand. The leftover stock in my hand. My closing stock is this one. So from this closing stock, I want to find out where the stock is more than 65 and less than 80 stocks where it is there. That is what I have to do. So what I will do is equals to and I'll open a bracket. Logical reason. If this is, I'm saying this must be, this is greater than 65 or okay, I'll give a comma and my second reason what it is again this cell is also less than 80. This is what is my condition. I'm saying that this selected cell, that is where in C column third row I have a cell. So this cell, the selected C3 is less than 65, sorry, more than 65 and less than 80. Whether this is a correct or not, I'm going to find out. So if it is correct, it will give you as true. It will give you as true. Now I said here more than 65 and greater than, sorry, less than 80. So the same thing we will try here also, equals to, and I'll open a bracket. So this selected cell is greater than 65, and also the selected cell is also less than 80, and I'll close the bracket, enter. So it is saying me as false. Why? Because this 65, what my condition was, is greater than 65. I didn't say it is also must be equals to 65 also. In that case, I have to say this, whether this is greater than and equals to 65. Here also the same condition, less than 80 as well as equals to 80 I have to say. So I'll click on yes. So now the answer it is showing me as true. You can also click on drag and drop. Okay, if your answer is matching the condition between a 65 and 85, it will show you as a true. And if you answer the value, if it is false, if it is not matching, then it will show you as false. Okay, so any doubt on this? Anybody having a doubt? So we'll go for the next one. The next condition, we'll go with the OR condition. So we will go with the OR condition. So I'll merge these two cells as OR condition. So I'm saying this thing, this is either this, like say I'm having a list of products. I say example, you have a provision stores. Okay, you have a provision stores. There are many fruits, vegetables will be there. So fruits or vegetables, fresh fruits here selling it. So in that case, I want to know the highest selling product is apple and mango. This is the highest selling product. So in this list of today's sales, how many times this apples and mangoes have sold it? Apples or mangoes, how much they have made? I made a sale, how the customer had made a purchase. Apple or mango, whoever has made a purchase. I just want to see where and all the sales has happened. So what I will do is I'll use a condition here, equals to or equals to r. I'll open a bracket. My logical reason is this selected cell is equals to I'll open a bracket and I'll see it as apple, and I'll close the double quote. Or this selected cell is also, so you can just directly give a quote also. I'm just giving this as mango. I'll close the bracket and I'll close the end. So why it is showing me the value is wrong? Because let me select here also the same cell. After comma, this is equals to. Then I'll press enter. So it is saying false. This is neither apple nor mango. So the answer is false. Let me try here also. Or I'll open a bracket. Mango. I'm having an option mango. This cell is equals to, I'll open a quote and I'll say it as this is either an apple, comma, or this selected cell is also equals to either or mango. I'm saying, let me close this and I'll close the bracket, enter. So it is true. So that means this is matching my condition. So this is either true or false. When I'm getting a true, that means it is matching my condition. So it is either apple or mango. If it is apple or mango, this condition is showing me as true. If it is not apple or mango, it is showing me as false. Okay, it's showing me as false. Okay,
Excuse me, ma'am.
tell me, dear.
Ma'am, could you tell how do you apply the condition for the entire column?
Entire column. Okay, now see here, I'll just delete this. Now see, when I go for this true, I have applied a formula here. I've applied a formula. Okay, I've applied a formula. After that, when you go to this cell, you have to come out of the cell after applying. And again, you have to go for the same cell. When you go there, can you see a dotted mark here? A dot mark to this green cell. So when you go out of this also, you can find. Can you see this green color dot at the end? So this, when you place a cursor on this dot, the plus sign will change. See, when you come out, the sign of plus is different. When you go on that plus and place a cursor on that particular dot, again a plus sign is changing. The same thing I'm doing here. I'll go to this. So now the plus sign is changing. Right? See here. So this dot, when I go here, the plus sign will change. When I come out, it is changing. So there is a two variance between the plus sign, right? So when I'll be going like this, so what I'll do is I'll come to the cell where I have applied a formula. I'm getting this dot, a green color dot. I'll place the cursor over there, so it is getting a plus. You have to click on that. Okay, you have to click on that from your mouse, right click, and then drag till where you want. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, we'll go for the next one. So let me go for the same thing. See, let me say the same thing here itself. So there is one more condition called not. Okay, there is one more condition called not. So I'll apply for the same thing, not condition also. I'll use here itself. I'll just give here as, let me merge this and fill this with the yellow color. So not condition. Not condition. So now let me apply this. So I'm saying here this particular cell where I'm having. Okay, I'll just go with this. Now I'm having the same fruits and vegetables. For this, I would like to apply a formula. Say here I said this is either an apple or mango. Either an apple or mango, I said. Now what I'm going to do here is, I'm not going to say this is either or apple. I'm going to say it as this is neither, this is not even a apple, this is not even a mango. That is what my condition is. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it over here. To edit the cell, I'll use F2, and I'll change this R to not. This is not an apple also, this is not a mango also. This is what is my condition. Neither this nor that. So equals to not, I'll open a bracket. My logical is this apple is not equals to apple. The selected cell is neither a apple, comma, again this selected cell is neither nor equals to mango. So I'm saying it is not. I'm saying myself, I'm saying as not. So my answer itself is a not. I'm saying as not. So I'll click on enter. So I haven't given a colon here. So let me give this. You entered too many arguments for this function. Okay. So I'll just give here as one condition. We'll just give here as one condition. We'll just say here as. I'm just saying here as this is not an apple. Okay, this is not an apple. So I'll just give here equals to not. I'll open a bracket. So this selected cell equals to is not a apple. ABP apple. I'll just close the quote, close the bracket, enter. So it is actually an apple only, but I'm saying that this is not an apple. So my answer, I'm saying it is wrong. The cell is having an apple, but I said the selected cell is not apple. So because of that, I'm getting an answer as false. That means the logical reason what I said was itself wrong. So I'm getting a correct answer. This is an apple. So but I said it is not an apple. So because of that, it is saying as false. Okay, so like this we can apply it. So we'll go for the next simple conditions. Okay. So I'll just go here. I'm just scrolling down through this area. So we have already had a formulas we have done here. I'm just scrolling down and coming over here. So what I'll do is I'll type some numbers. I'll type it as ABC, or I'll just type here as Janisha 15. I'll type here some symbols and hyphen. I'll give this blank and two blank cells, or I'll do one. So here let me insert something to leave it blank, and here let me give some others name. So I'll give here as Meghna. Some names I've given. So just see here, I'll just make this as a border so that you can understand what we are going to do. All borders. So there are few fields where I left it blank. So now I'm just going to use count. So equals to count. Okay, count. So what I'm going to count here is count the values from year till year. I've selected the cell. What I did is I place here shift key and select till the last cell. Close the bracket, enter. So it is saying me 3. What 3 is been counted? This count will only count the numbers. Okay, this will count only numbers. Count condition is used to count the numbers and cell. So I'll just wrap this now. So this is used to count the numbers which is available in the cells. In which cell? In selected range. Okay, in the selected range. So it is only counting the number of cells that is being used. Now let's see the other one. Count A. Count A. So equals to count A. I'll open this. Okay. Now the values it is asking. I'll select this range. Close the bracket, enter. So it is counting what? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 is there. So it is counting what? This will count. I'll just paste the same thing. This is counting the numbers and text, which means what I've typed, text. So I'll give you. It is counting the numbers, text, or the special characters, that is plus, minus, whichever I'm giving here. Special characters. Okay, in the selected range. But so what it will do? But ignores blank field. It will ignore the blank field. Okay, so next one, count blank. Count blank. So you would have understood in from this itself, count blank means it will only count the number of blank cell. Okay, equals to count blank. Okay, count blank. I'll select the range, close the bracket, enter. So that means I'm having 2 blank cells, so it is counting only the blank cell. Counts only blank cell from the selected range. Okay, so it will only count the selected range. Any doubt in this, girls? Anybody having a doubt? So let me give you another condition. So you know that we have already used if condition, right? If condition we have used. Now what we are going to use here is, I'm going to use count and if condition together. Count and if condition together. So I'll give here as count if. I'll open a bracket. So let me give here equals to count if. I'll open a bracket. Range, what it is, range, where it is, where is the range? This is my range where I'm having the information. Comma, what is my criteria? So it has to count where and all there is a place that I have given star. I'll close this and I'll close the bracket, enter. So it is saying us 4 places. That means it is showing this 1, 2, 3, 4. That means symbol also it is counting. So let me give here, instead of star, instead of symbol, I'll give a name. Janisha. So how many Janishas I've used here? It is only 1. So let me copy this and paste it over here. So this, see, it keeps changing. So as many as word that is repeated. So it is showing me if condition. I'm using count to count the number of text, number of words from the selected range. How many Janishas are there in this list? So there is only one. So that is what it is showing me. So Janisha, how many Janishas are there? Only one Janisha is there. So that is what it is showing me here. Fine. Clear everyone? I'm not even getting our answers. So this will count number, counts number, numbers or the content that is matching your condition. So this one. Okay. So all these things you can try later. So I'll give some of the numbers here with the minus sign and the plus sign. Minus 15, 56, 32. Sorry, I'll give this as minus 32, minus 32, 15. So I'll only give 15 here again. And 89, minus 72. So some numbers are given with a plus and minus. So now I'll use a condition that is called as abs equals to ABS, abs. Okay, absolute. So absolute I'm using as abs, ABS. When I open a bracket, it is asking me a number. I'll select this number. So I'll close the bracket, enter. Now what is this abs condition is used for? Okay, what is this abs condition is used for? It will display the numbers. Okay, displays the numbers without sign. Okay, display number without sign. Okay, without sign this will be displaying. So let me wrap this. So without sign it will be showing. So this is not having a sign. So what will it show me with the minus? So let's see that. Here I've given as minus. Okay, the previous cell I've given as minus. So I got the answer without minus. And here I've not given a minus sign. Here I've not given a minus sign. So let me see what will happen. Abs. Open a bracket. Select this. Select the and then close the bracket, enter. So though there is a plus or minus sign, this absolute reference will always show you without the sign. That means with plus only. It will not consider any sign. So let me give you some other sign and see. I'll give star and see. So see the values is missing. I'll just give it as that. So plus or minus any numbers if you're giving, this will always give you a numbers without sign. Okay, so let me go for the next one. So you know what is the square roots and all, right? 2 into 2 square root to the power of power you will be doing. The square root of 4 is 2, 25 is 5, 36 is 6, something like this. So the square roots you will be knowing. So in case if I am having numbers with a square root and I want to find out the square root value, okay, square root value, So then what I'll be doing here, and how should I find out that? Okay, let's see this. So I'm having the values. I'm just typing some numbers here, and I'll insert one of the top. So I'll merge this two cell, Alt H M and E, merge across. So I'm giving as find square root. Find the square root. So 25 I'm having equals to SQRT, square root. Square root returns the square root of the number. So what is a number? 25. I'll select this. I'll close the bracket, enter. So it is 5. The same way, let's see here also, equals to square root. Select the number, close the bracket, enter. So it is 9. Like this, if you're having a values, and if you want to find out the square root values, you can find this. Okay, you can find this. So let me just give here a body. Okay, so let me do once again here, equals to SQRT square root. I'll select this. After selecting this, I'll close the bracket, enter. The square root of 81 as this. So let me give here as 225, and this is in a red color. I'll change this to automatic so that it appears in a black itself. You can click and drag. I'm just going on this where my plus sign changes, and I'll click and drag. Okay, so to find out the values of square root, we will be using this. Okay, to find out the value of square root. Right? So the next one we will use, I'll use some other things to find out the power value. To find out the power of value. So power of means 2 square, 5 square, 5 to the power of 3, 5 to the power of 4 on the top if I am mentioning. Say example, so 5 square. So square I can't mention, so here I'll just go on this. There is a mark here. I'll just click on this. And I'm having an option here as superscript. I'll select this. And I'll click on OK. Now I'll give it here as 2. And I'll press enter. I'll select this 2. I'll go for this font. I'll select a superscript and I'll click on OK. So it is coming like this. Then I'll press tab. So it's not showing it. That's okay. So in case if you are having a square root 5 to the power of 2, 3, something like that, in that case what you'll be doing? So 5 square root is 2. Okay. So 2 to the power of 10 I'm having, or say example 9 to the power of 9 cube I'm having, like this. So some numbers I'm just giving here. So what I'm going to do here is I just cut this. I'm cutting this and I'll bring it down. So here, so that I can mention here what we are doing here. So find power value. Power value. Okay. So the answer what I'm going to do here is power equals to power. Okay. So my number is this one, 5 comma to the power of 2. Then yes, that means 5 into 5 is 25. 2 times. 2 times this 5 is been multiplied. The same thing here equals to power equals to power. I'll open a bracket. And I'll select this 2. 2 is multiplied 10 times. that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into like this 10 times you're going to multiply. So after you multiply, what is the answer you're getting? So it is 1024. You can keep multiplying also. 2 into 2 into 2. You can try that. So it is showing me 1024. So 9 cube equals to 9 into 9 into 9. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. Equals to power or then I'll go for this 9 comma, that is my number, comma, and you can go for the power value, close the bracket, enter. So it will be doing like this. So these are the simple formulas. Now other than this, we'll go for something with the major formulas. Okay, these are the basic formulas which I have to teach you. So I've just done with this. Okay, that means in case if you're doing some other calculation, if and condition, if or condition, so that you can combine this and you can do it. So I'll go for the next one. Okay, I'll go for the next one. So okay, I'll share you this later so that you can practice this later. Okay, now we'll go for the next one. So till now we have used so many formulas. In that you might be remembering this sum, average, and count. So all these three formulas I'm going to use with if condition. Sum and if condition, average and if condition, count and if condition, this one. And if is only one condition I'm having. If means I'm having one condition. Okay, one condition I'm having. So other than this, with the sum, I might also use ifs condition also I might use. So that means multiple criteria or multiple condition. I'm having multiple condition. So let me type here multiple condition. I'm having a multiple condition. So one condition, sum and if condition. Sum and if, sum if, average if, count if I'll be using. Some ifs, average ifs and count ifs, where I'm using multiple conditions to apply on this. I'm going to use multiple condition to apply on this. Now what we will do is, let me give a data on this so that we can consider what will happen. We can check this. Okay. So let me take a data first. See, I've just taken a data from the other place. So now I'm having a report of goods that has been sold or which is available in my warehouses in different locations. In different location, and the price of what at which I'm going to sell this. Okay, at the price where on which I'm going to sell this. See, sometimes in case if you're getting some numbers, if you're typing some numbers or you're finding some numbers, if you're getting like this, okay, like this, that means the space is not sufficient. You have to increase it, or you might also get the answer in hashes also. Okay, let me give this into small itself. I can show you with when I'll be doing with the formulas. Let this be small itself so that I can show you. I'll just increase this conditions. Okay, so we have already done with the count, sum and average. So we will try this individually with the if condition we will use, and also with the ifs condition. So let me increase the font. I'm just zooming this data. So this is the data what I'm having. Okay, from this data we will see, we will count whatever I want. So I want equals to count how many values I'm having, how many amounts I'm having, count. So close this, enter. So how many I'm having? S 15. You can count one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. So this is showing me as 15. The number of values I'm having is 15. So sum is used for what? For making a total equals to sum. What is the total I want to do? I'll go for the sales price. I'll select till the last stock item, stock value, close the bracket, enter the total. See, I'm getting this as an hash. That means the amount is big. It is not fixing to the cell. So you have to click on this. You have to drag this. So you will get a total. Now the total of all these things, I'm getting a total. Now average equals to average, I'll open a bracket. So I'll select this. I'll select this total, close the bracket, enter. So how did I get this 976.67? So the total divided by 15 numbers. So total how much I'm having as this one divided by 15 counts. So total 15. So when you divide this, you will be getting. So let's check this also, equals to the total amount divided by 15. 15, I'll present. So see the same answer you're getting. So this is average value. Now the next one is count if. Count with the if condition. Count, I'm going to count with the if condition. So how we are going to use this? Equals to count if. I'll open a bracket. So it is asking me a range. What should I count? So I have to count this total amount. I have to count the total amount, comma. What is my criteria? Which one have to count? So my criteria is I just want the total of iPhone. I just want a total of Apple. Okay. Only Apple phones, Apple brands, total I want. I'll close this. Enter. So it is showing me 0. So criteria. From the range, I just want the count of. So I'll just select this. What is my criteria? So let me select this. Let me see. Okay. So it is showing 0. Let me come to this later. Equal to sum if. I'll open a bracket. My range is, what is my range I want? So I am having, this is my range. From this brand, particular brand, I just want a brand or total amount of Apple. Or if you want to select Samsung, even that is fine. So I'll select only Apple. Okay, comma. So from the selected range, from the selected brand list, I want the total of Apple. So where is the total? The total I'll be getting from this column. And I'll close this now. Enter. So the total here will be getting like this. So let me do this again. So we have done for an Apple. I'll do for a Samsung. Equals to sum if. I'll open a bracket. Now range. What is my range? You can, I'm just only selecting this brand. You can also check with the models also, or if you want to go with the warehouse also, you can try that. So my brand, list of brands I'm having, I've selected this. Now, comma. What is my criteria? What I'm looking for? I'm looking for Samsung total, comma. Samsung's, what I'm looking for the total, that is sum range. See, the range is your brand list. Your criteria is Samsung. Sum range is your total value. When you press enter, you will come to know like this. Now same way, count if equals to count if, count if, I'll open a bracket, range. So this is my range where I'm having comma. In this, number of Samsung phones, how much I'm having, I want to know, enter. So it is showing me 6. So the first condition here I applied for an apple. So let's see apple itself equals to count if, I'll open a bracket, count if, we'll open a bracket, I'll select this. From this list I need a apple. I'll close this, enter. It is 9 equals to count if, I'll open a bracket, count if, I'll open a bracket. So now I'll select the same range of my list of products, comma, what is my criteria? I want a Samsung. So Samsung I've selected, close the bracket, enter. So 6. So total 9 plus 6, it will be 15. So total 15 I'm having. So iPhone, Apple, I'm having a 9. Samsung, I'm having a 6. So this is a total. This is the iPhones. This is Apple's total. This is a Samsung's total. So average of this we will find out equals to average if, So what is my average? What is the total of what I want is, I want the average value of only Apple phones. Average value of Apple phones only. Apple phones only. So the range of lists where apples are available is here. These are the list of products I'm having. In this, what I'm looking is for apple. Apples, what I want a average value. Okay, I'll close the bracket. So enter. See, same thing. So that means this 9250 divided by 9. That is what average value. You can understand with the formula itself whenever you are giving. So see, I'll just give here as average if, and I'll open a bracket. So range, where is the range of list that I'm looking into, what I'm looking into. And this is my range. From the brand I'm looking, right? From the brand I'm looking, comma. In the brand which I'm looking is Samsung. Samsung, what I want the average values, that is average value. This is average range. See, range, criteria, and average range, whatever you'll be selecting. So see, okay, then I'll close the bracket and I press enter. So this will be your average value. So here we have used only one condition. What condition? Only with the brands we have seen, right? Only with the brands we have seen. So in case if I want the Samsung, the total of brand Samsung that is having a model S9, which is also available in only in USA, okay, or which is available in USA or Singapore. Like this multiple condition I want to say. I want the total of Samsung Galaxy S8 which is available in Singapore. In that case, how I'll be doing? That is multiple condition. So count if equals to count ifs. So if it is not if, it is ifs. IFS, count ifs, my criteria range. My criteria range, the first criteria range is this one. So from this range, comma, what I'm looking for the criteria apple. So we will just go for a apple first. Okay, comma. What is my second condition? In this Apple phones, I'll select the second condition from this list, comma, second condition, from the Apple phone, from the list of brands, I want a brand that is Apple. From the list of models, I want a iPhone SX. Okay, I'll go for this, comma. Then my third condition is from the warehouse, that is go down. From the list of warehouse, I want the total of iPhone SX, which is available only in Singapore. Only in Singapore. Now I'll close this, close the bracket and enter. So only one which is available in Singapore. So iPhone XS, it's here, it is only one is available. Same thing, same condition. Now we will use the total. Okay, total. So here we will apply for now Samsung equals to count Fs. Count Fs, I'll open a bracket. From the list of brands, comma, my criteria range. First condition is from the list of brands. What is my criteria one? What I'm looking for is Samsung, comma. So what is my next condition? I'm looking for some models. Model. From this list of models, I'm looking for a model that is S9, comma. So only two conditions. Close the bracket and leave and enter it. I'm also using the third condition also. So I'm using this third criteria also. Third condition, from this list of range, I want this S9. Okay, S9 in Australia. In Australia. I'll close the bracket and so it is 2. One is here S9 Australia. So here S9 again Australia. So 2 I'm having. So now we will make a total. We will make a total of the same condition what we have used. Girls, if you are not understanding, please ask me. Equal to sum Fs. Sum Fs okay, sum Fs, I'm using sum Fs. My condition here is sum Fs, my sum range. Sum means what? Amount, right? So my sum range, first thing, comma. My criteria range. My criteria range is from this list of brands, comma. I want an iPhone, that is Apple, comma. And from this list of models, second condition, from this list of models, I want an iPhone SX, comma. And from this list of go down, comma, I want this iPhone XS, which is available in Singapore. Now I'll close this, enter. So it is 1400. The same thing, when you divide this 1400 by 1, it will be same 1400 only. So we will do that also. So average Fs. Average Fs. My average range is this amount, comma. My criteria range. Criteria means condition. My first condition is from the list of brands, I want an Apple, comma. And my second condition is from the list of models, I want iPhone SX, comma. My third condition is from this warehouse, from the list of warehouse, I want it from the Singapore. I want it from the Singapore. So I'll close the bracket, enter. So 1400. Same thing we'll try with this. Also Samsung equals to. So what I have done here. So I've chosen Galaxy S9. Okay, the same thing, Galaxy S9 in Australia, we will see. Equals to sum Fs. Sum Fs. So sum range that is total. Sum means total. So select the range where you are having a sum, comma. Criteria range. Criteria means your condition. From the list of this condition, from this range, I'm looking for a Samsung, comma. My second condition is from the list of models, that is criteria range 2. You can see this is getting highlighted, right? Criteria range, it is becoming in a bold color. So comma, then see now criteria range is 2 is becoming bold. So this is my second condition. When I give comma, my third condition. So you can keep on applying as much as you want the condition. My third condition is from the warehouse. Which warehouse I'm looking for is Australia. I'll close this, enter. The total is 2000. I'm having here $1,000 in Australia, yes, 9, and here also 1000, so 2. So average, it will become 2000 divided by 2, it will become 1000. So let's see that equals to average range, average ifs. I'll open this. So I'll open a bracket, average range, that is amount, comma, criteria range 1. My criteria range is the list of brands, comma. In this, what I'm looking for a brand called Samsung, comma. And from the list of models, comma, I'm looking for the model that is Galaxy S9, comma. And warehouse, from the list of warehouse, I'm looking for the warehouse that is having us Australia, and it close the bracket. So you have to select the entire range. From the range what you're looking, that is what you have to apply. So it is 1000. Like this you can keep applying it. Okay, any doubts, guys, girls? Why I don't get any answers? Whether you're able to understand me or not.
No doubt, sir.
So I'll delete this, and also I'll share you on a group so that you can try this. So power value, this also I will delete it. You can try this, everyone. So I'm just removing the formulas from here. So you can count this also. So this is one. So let me see what I can. Okay. So this one, previous. Sorry. So I'm giving this all the things you can practice it. I'm just removing the conditions which wherever I have applied a formulas, those things I'm removing it. So you all girls can unmute yourself so that I'll start taking your attendance. Let me call out your names. Give me your answers. Attendance, everyone. Harini, yes. Harini, yes. Arshita, yes. Arshita, yes. Srishti Basak.
I'm Harshita, present.
You join now.
No, ma'am.
I was seeing only 18 people. Now it has become 19.
Ma'am, I was there in the meeting.
Okay. Srishti Basak. Srishti Basak. Niharika, yes. Niharika, yes. Sri Lakshmi BK. Sri Lakshmi BK. See, if you are not able to answer me, reply on your chat box through a Google Meet. Sorry, go to Meet. You can just go and give me a chat message that you are present or not. Sri Lakshmi BK. Kirti KC.
Present, ma'am.
Srija Sambit Acharya. Srija Sambit Acharya. Meghna Ganesh K.
Present, ma'am.
Pratika Chandru. Pratika Chandru. B. Shalini. B. Shalini. Dania Jilani. Dania Jilani. Jinisha. Jinisha. Kanishka Setia. Kanishka Setia. Kanishka Setia. Divya Bharati.
Present, ma'am.
Mary Sharon, yes.
Present, ma'am.
Navnita V. Navnita V. So Navnita V is absent. Rakshita R.
Rakshita, present, ma'am.
Archana S.
Archana is present, ma'am.
Inchira G. Inchira G.
Present, ma'am.
Archana Mary. Archana Mary. Umikar Ajas. Umikar Ajas.
Present, ma'am.
Tejasri M.
Present, ma'am.
Inchira Magdi present. Yukta KK.
Present, ma'am.
Navya A.
Ma'am, she's present. She's texted in the group, ma'am.
She's present. Okay. Pooja, you.
Pooja present, ma'am.
Likita. Likita HG. Said Zainabi.
Present, ma'am.
Indra Kichaki. Indra Kichaki. Resha K.
Ma'am, Resha present.
Diksha N.
Ma'am,
Present, ma'am.
Resha present.
Okay. Diksha N.
Present, ma'am.
Gausia Fatima. Fatima Razvi. Gausia Fatima Razvi. Habib Shaista.
Present, ma'am.
Dania Iman. Afrin Firdos. Priyanka Rani. Suhani Agarwal. Okay. So your attendance has been completed. Let me call out the names of list who is absent. Just let me know if someone has been missed out. Okay. So Harini S absent. Okay. Harini S absent. Srishti Basak absent. Niharika S. Sri Lakshmi BK. Srija Sambit Acharya. Pratika Chandru. B. Shalini. Dania Jilani. Jinisha. Kanishka Setia.
Ma'am, Kanishka Sita present.
Okay. Navnita. Achna Mary. Likita HG. Indra Kichaki. Dania Aiman. Afrin Firdos. Priyanka Rani. Suhani Agarwal. These are the one who has been marked as absent. Any doubts in today's class? Anybody having a doubt? You can ask me. So you can keep practicing this. I'll share you on a WhatsApp group. You can practice this. Okay. So any doubts in using this condition? Any doubt in using the sum ifs, average, And count ifs condition, if you have a problem, if you have a doubt, you can let me know. Anybody? So no doubts. Then I'll continue for the next. I'll also show you one more problem using the same sum if and sum ifs condition, so that you can try with that also. I'll just do with one thing, a small data where I'm having a. We'll try with the sum if and average if conditions by using the same format. Now sum if. So I have a customers and the list of stock item for how much I have made a sales from this region. Okay, based on region. I want now how much I made a sale to this Gill. To Gill, how many vendors have sold it? Okay, or I'll just find out how many pencil I've sold to Gill. Only two conditions. Sum if. It is not if, sum ifs. I'm going to use ifs condition. So equals to two condition, sum if. Okay, so we will use sum ifs conditions. Sum ifs condition for this data. For this data. So I want what is, let me show you once again. So I want to find out the sum ifs and average ifs I want to find out. Now what is the value I'll be finding out is, I have a list of customers. From this list of customers, I want Gil's how many pencils total cost he has purchased from me. So that means how much profit I have got from him, like how much I have earned from this Gil. So equals to sum ifs. Sum ifs, I'll open a bracket. Sum range, this is the cost. This is the cost which I have given, comma. My criteria range is from this list of customers. I'm particularly looking for Mr. Gill, comma. What I'm looking? I'm looking for the stock item which I've sold only the pencil. Only pencil. I'll close the bracket, enter. So this is the cost. So Gill here I'm having. So this is one pencil. So here pen, so this is not counted. So here I'm having Gill binder, so this is not counted. Here I'm having pencil, so this two is been added. For the same thing, let's do a average also. Two things I'm having. So average ifs, I'll open a bracket. So average range is from the amount, comma. Criteria means condition. From this list of customer, my first condition is I want to find out with the Gill, Mr. Gill, and what is the stock item that he has made a purchase is pencil. So I'll select this. I'll close the bracket, enter. So like this, you can keep finding out the value. Clear? Any doubts, girls? So you can find out this also. I'm just giving here. I'll find out this also. All borders, and I'll give here as count ifs. Count ifs. So you can try with these formulas, which are, so if any doubts, you can ask me in the next class. Okay, try with this. I'll be sharing you this. Fine. That's all for today. We'll see tomorrow's class. Everyone take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All are welcome. Good night to everyone. Bye bye.